This is the WZRD News for Monday, February 14th, 2022. Musical accompaniment by Robert Irving III from the album Art of Protest.
We're one family. Remember the future, we walk eternally.
The city of Philadelphia will pay $2 million to a black woman who was pulled from a car, beaten by officers, and had her toddler used for social media fodder by the police union. Nursing aide Rikia Young was headed home in the early morning hours of October 27, 2020, when she unknowingly drove into a large protest over the police killing of Walter Wallace Jr. She tried to make a three-point turn to get away from the tense scene when officers smashed out her windows with their batons. Philadelphia Mayor Jim Kenney called the treatment of Young absolutely appalling and inexcusable. This terrible incident, which should never have happened to anyone, only further strained the relationship between the police and community, Kenney said. The officers' inexcusable actions that evening prompted an immediate and thorough investigation of the incident, and for personnel to be disciplined and held accountable for their egregious conduct. I hope that the settlement and investigations into the officers' actions bring some measure of closure to Ms. Young and her family. Young was handcuffed and separated from her teenage nephew and 2-year-old son for several hours, and no one was ever charged or cited, according to the woman's lawyer. The hearing-impaired toddler lost his hearing aids during the tussle. The Fraternal Order of Police, the nation's largest police labor union, posted a Facebook picture 2 days later showing Young's toddler in the arms of a Philadelphia police officer just after the incident. This child was lost during the violent riots in Philadelphia, wandering around barefoot in an area that was experiencing complete lawlessness, the union said on Facebook. The only thing this Philadelphia police officer cared about in that moment was protecting this child. That post was later taken down. 2 Philadelphia policemen, an officer and sergeant, have since been fired in connection to the treatment of Young. The behavior that occurred during the interaction between Rikia Young, her nephew, her son, and some of the officers on the scene violated the mission of the Philadelphia Police Department, Police Commissioner Danielle Outlaw said in a statement. As a matter of fact, the ability for officers and supervisors on the scene to defuse the situation was abandoned, and instead of fighting crime and the fear of crime, some of the officers on the scene created an environment that terrorized Rikia Young, her family, and other members of the public. Representatives for both the National Fraternal Order of Police and FOP Lodge 5, which represents Philadelphia officers, did not immediately return messages. Source: NBC News, September 14th, 2021.
for you to go and make up for all of the unfulfilled days of your life. Then go to a place and be bolder, fulfill the need and shout out louder. Do all of these things and don't you ever be afraid. It's time to dream a dream. Live a dream. Dream a dream. Dream a dream. Don't let life pass you by. Live a dream. There is no reason why. Dream a dream. To fulfill your destiny. Live the dream. Dream a dream. Dream a dream. Then go to a place and be bolder. Fulfill the need and shout out louder. Do all of these things and don't you ever be afraid. You've got to dream a dream.